Hello, this is Blue Joe Saunders, WBO middleweight champion of the world. Subscribe to Sport and Icons to stay in touch with all the top news. God bless you all.
Okay, so Demetrius Andrade versus Liam Williams, and this was for the WBO middleweight world title. Now, if you're over there stateside, you probably don't know too much about Liam Williams, and you probably thought it was just one of these regular mandatories, quite easy work. And if you watch this fight, you might be a little bit critical of Demetrius Andrade. But here in the UK, we know how tough Liam Williams is. He's a big puncher in that as well, and has a lot of heart. And in this fight, he really had to show it, let's be honest, especially for the first couple of rounds where Demetrius Andrade was pretty much the slick southpaw boxer. And to be honest with you, I was quite surprised that in round number 2, because Demetrius Andrade, he's not known as the biggest puncher in the world, but he throws a feint jab and then follows through with his southpaw left straight down the pipe and caught Liam Williams flush in the face, and Liam Williams went down. And he took his time getting up, and I wasn't too sure if he was even going to make the count, to be honest with you, but he did. And I thought, okay, so could well be a short night here then if this carries on, because the confidence of Demetrius Andrade was quite clearly popping, because you could see him up on his toes and he was happy and he was taunting him and all that kind of thing. But Liam Williams really came back into it the very next round. Now, I know the commentary team, they were very, for whatever reason. Now, I'm presuming that there's a British version and an American version, because there were like a few different lives on the DAZN thing, and the one that I clicked on was British, which sounded like Tony Bellew. I might be wrong on that, but it did sound like him. But it was very biased towards Demetrius Andrade. Very biased. For me, I thought that Liam Williams done much better each round than what the commentary team were having it. But either way, I thought that it was a good fight. I thought that Demetrius Andrade showed some real good pop in his punches at times. And it's almost like whenever he threw that uppercut, it was a guaranteed that it was just going to get through. It's like Liam Williams didn't really seem to have too much answer for the left uppercut, or even the right uppercut even as well. And that was going to be a problem, and I didn't think that Liam Williams was going to be able to stand too many of those, but he did, and he ate up so many uppercuts, it's unbelievable, and kept coming forward. And as the fight was going on, I thought Liam Williams was starting to really get back into it, and on a couple of occasions he actually hurt Andrade, including round number 12, where I'm not going to say it was a knockdown, but he certainly caught Andrade. But I mean, the referee said it wasn't a knockdown, which is kind of fair enough. It was somewhat of a kind of like fall into him kind of situation. But he certainly hurt Demetrius Andrade at the end of round number 10 when he caught him with a huge right, again, straight down the pipe. And you could see Demetrius Andrade's legs just stiffen up. They really did stiffen up. So in some ways, it's almost a shame that happened toward the end of the round as far as Liam Williams is concerned. But I thought that the way that Demetrius Andrade was fighting, you can see why not many people want to fight him. He's southpaw, he's fast, excellent hand speed and all that kind of thing. But Liam Williams was having moments in this fight. He really was. He was the one putting the pressure on. He was the one that was chasing the fight. And even though Liam Williams, he was by far the most aggressive one in this fight, it was a case of that I think the most eye-catching shots were coming from Demetrius Andrade. And I think that's what the judges were looking at. And I think maybe that's what the commentary team were looking at as well. But for me, I thought that the fight was a little bit closer than maybe I think a lot of people may have it. I mean, I certainly agreed, in my opinion, that Demetrius Andrade won this fight. But I thought that Liam Williams put up a hell of a fight. But a lot of it was down to the fact that he was durable. I have no idea why he couldn't block those uppercuts. I have no idea whatsoever. But thankfully, Liam Williams has got a very good chin, because he needed it. Maybe a lot of it's down to the fact that Demetrius Andrade didn't really hit too hard. And it was nice, even though in the build-up for the last few weeks, these guys have been going at each other on social media and everything. After the fight, they're having like a nice conversation, a hug and all that kind of thing. But I think that Demetrius Andrade, as I said before, I think a lot of people can see why Demetrius Andrade is quite an avoided fighter. I mean, for me, I want to see him take on Triple G. I don't think he's in the plans of Triple G. I want to see him take on Jamal Charlo. I don't think he's in the plans of Charlo. Well, I mean, Charlo's certainly not going to be fighting him next. He's already got his fight lined up next. But either way, it was a good fight. I enjoyed the fight. I thought that if there was going to be a stoppage, it was probably going to be Liam Williams late on, or maybe cuts, because Liam Williams, he did get cut quite early on in the fight, and I know quite a few people were talking about that in the build-up to this one. Don't be surprised if this fight gets stopped on cuts, because Liam Williams, he does cut quite regularly, and when that cut opened up, I'm sure that was a heart-in-the-mouth moment for a lot of the Brits, of course, who wanted Liam Williams to win. Either way, I enjoyed the fight. For me, I think that Demetrius Andrade, he won this fight quite comfortably, I think, but Liam Williams deserves a hell of a lot of credit. A hell of a lot of credit. Not just for his durability, not just for his stamina and his punch resistance, but the fact that he was giving Demetrius Andrade some problems at times. He really was, but either way. For me, congratulations to Demetrius Andrade. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe, catch you all on the next video.